You're listening to the Snyder-Collin podcast, presented by FPP Broadcasting. This week's episode is sponsored by Funko Pops.
I keep mine in the box to preserve their value.
President. Oh, man. Yeah. As you can see what I'm on today, just like we on every other day, go get it. Get to the bag music, Cool kid trap music type shit, I'm a rare individual, cut off your hand if it's killing you. You gotta stand on your tippy don't take. I got cool like I'm Pooty. She give me tame, then I sleep on her booty. Bought me I'll turn that bitch to a cutie. I'm flying, I elevate. I got problems, an open case. My little bro got it first, baby, on the way. In the trap, so you know what we on the day. In the trap, so you know what I'm on the day.
Jacob, you have a real Funko addiction.
Yeah, I do.
Like, you have an entire wall dedicated to your pops.
You're right, I have over 5,000, actually.
But the thing that bugs me is that none of them are cool. You have,
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You have, Valerian, Tomorrowland, Fantastic Beast Funko Pops. You have all the Funko Pops that no one wants to buy.
That is true.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Why do you have Moonlight Funko Pops?
Look. I love media. I love collecting.
You're a nerd.
Yes.
As the government would say.
Yes. I just love memorabilia,
That's
and
just kind of worthless memorabilia.
Yeah.
Like Funko Pops.
Yeah, I love things that I have to pay at least $15 to $25 for, somewhere in there. For something that I know could probably be made for less than a nickel. I like to do that. That's just a thing I like to do. So, all of those things kind of incorporate themselves into my love of Funkos.
I think the Tomorrowland Funko Pops are the worst I've seen.
Are they? I mean,
as far as not the way they looked, but as far as branding, it's really Tomorrowland. It was back when Sam Goodies was open in the mall. And I'm pretty sure they were on clearance because no one wanted them. No one was even asking for them.
It's true.
People want Funko Pops, figures, vinyl figures, if they represent something that's worth a shit.
Yeah.
That has a fan base at least, not Tomorrowland.
That's definitely understandable. I think I don't know, Funkos are kind of dumb, but everybody knows they're dumb, so it just kind of. Everybody knows that so many of these things are made, they will not be worth anything, but they're also just kind of fun to have,
I'm sure there's a select few that will become rare, I
Yeah.
guess. Makes me think of the Amiibos, because I have Amiibos that are in boxes, the gold and silver, and the 30th anniversary Pixely Mario ones, and all four of those aren't worth anything.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so it's why do I even have these in boxes? And the ones that I do have that aren't in box are now, worth something.
Interesting.
The first, Mario or Link or Zelda, the ones that came out first, those are the ones that are, valuable now, because they don't really make those anymore.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but Gold Mario was rare for a time, right?
Yeah, for, maybe, a year or so, and then
Yeah.
they just started reprinting them.
Okay.
Yeah. David bought 2 of them offline from scalpers, which we're not proud of, but it was an addiction. It was a collecting addiction.
I need to mention that to him.
It was no real different than buying anything that's considered rare or valuable offline. Kind of like some of your vinyls.
Definitely, yeah.
It's just the collector mentality. But David, he bought 2 of them.
How much did you pay for them? Do you remember?
I won't say right now. But he had 2. He was oops, they accidentally sent me 2. I'm what an asshole. You just want me to buy it from you, and I did.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So he lied to you and was they accidentally sent me 2, but he definitely bought 2.
I don't know. If they had accidentally sent him 2, that'd been pretty cool. I don't know.
They're terrible scalpers.
Yeah. I mean, I was happy that he sent it to me. I actually bought a new Amiibo at Toys R Us.
Recently?
Yeah.
Really?
Because they're now going out of business. We brought this up on the podcast a century ago.
Yeah.
That they're closing, and now the stores are going away. Toys R Us is done for.
That's really sad,
Yeah, but like Toys R Us, like it doesn't really mean that much to me because I never really went there to get toys. Like I remember the commercials and like I went there a few times, but it was kind of like out of the way and expensive. So as a kid, like we got most of our toys when our parents were, lucky enough to, buy them for us when we asked. Because that's kind of how it normally went as a kid. Like we'd go to Walmart and I'd go like running off to the toy section, and then I'd come back like begging them for like this action figure, and like most of the times my mom would say no, sometimes she'd say yes. But didn't go to Toys R Us too much, so there's no real like, oh, my childhood. I just wanted to be a Toys R Us kid forever.
Oh yeah. I mean, I never really went either, but it's just kind of, it was all the way out on the Parkway.
Yeah,
and like
yeah, exactly. It wasn't very convenient when there was like Walmart.
Exactly, yeah. And like, I think those stores like Walmart and Target definitely, they were destined to take over the toy business. They
Yeah.
were already doing it.
Yeah, they could sell toys cheaper.
Yeah, but like there's something about like I don't know, there's something about a store specifically for toys
Yeah.
that's just kind of neat, you know? I mean, I don't know. I liked Toys R Us's Lego section. It
Yeah,
was kind of neat. They had a really
They-
big one, so.
they held more stuff than other like toy places like Walmart or Target could probably hold. Of course they also had video games and everything, but I got the Lucas amiibo for $6. Lucas is of course from Mother 3, which has never been released in America, but you can buy the amiibos here.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
Yeah.
So you've never played this game?
Well, here I'll bring up a picture of who Ness is.
Okay.
Because he's from a game called Earthbound, which in Japan is called Mother 2.
Huh, that's weird.
I'm gonna tell you a little bit about Earthbound. I think you'd like it. It's kind of like Stranger Things, but except it was a Super Nintendo RPG.
And it was good?
Yeah, it was. Well, here's the thing. It
Just
was a cult hit.
Okay.
Basically, it was like, Japan, their take on like American society.
Mm-hmm.
And it's basically like you play this kid named Ness. Here, let me pull up a picture of him. It's like the Goonies, kind of. There's like an alien invasion. It's like an RPG, like old school, like turn-based Final Fantasy, except instead of like swords and stuff, you have like yo-yos
Oh.
and like weird things like that that make it like really kooky
Mm-hmm.
and everything. I'm not getting any connection out here, unfortunately.
Oh, it might.
Look them up if you want to see it. But the thing that's interesting about Earthbound is that it's super fucking valuable today.
Oh,
It's-
like the original like print?
Yes, super valuable because no one bought it. And then when Smash Brothers came out, Ness was like a fighter character, so people were like, "What game is he from?" And that kind of like
Oh.
spiked interest in Earthbound, and they re-released it on the Virtual Console for the Wii U, so I was able to play it that way. And I didn't really get much into it, unfortunately.
Yeah, I see Earthbound for Wii U here.
Yeah.
Mother 2/Earthbound from starmen.net.
If
I don't
you
know what that
if you
is.
buy the boxed version of Earthbound on eBay, it's like $1,000.
Really?
Yeah, because it also came in a big box too.
Oh.
Like not like a standard SNES game would be like this big, kind of like a VHS case, a little
Yeah.
bit thicker. But the Earthbound one came in a big one
Yeah.
because I think it had a manual with it.
Do you call it SNES or SNES?
Ooh,
Because I think I just heard you refer to it as SNES.
I call it SNES a lot, but that's kind of like improper.
Yeah. What do people call it? What does the culture call it?
If you're growing up and you had one, you'd maybe call it a SNES, a Super NES. It's weird. There's a lot of ways to call it, but I believe calling it SNES is improper.
Fair
That's-
enough.
That's not like the best way it should be called, but
SNES?
SNES, Super NES, Super Nintendo.
Super NES seems like it would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. R.I.P. Toys R Us.
Yeah. I mean, it's gone. I
I
think
think-
it's going.
Yeah, you can probably still go there now.
Yeah.
It was pretty picked through when we went.
I bet. How much of a deal did you get on it?
Like half off, like 50% off.
That's cool.
Like an amiibo is like $12. So you got it for like $6. Also bought a game for
What?
PS4.
What game did you get?
It's called Geometry Wars. It's like
Oh.
a shooter.
Yeah.
You've heard of it?
Yeah, I know what Geometry Wars is.
Yeah, I played it for a little bit. I kind of wish it was on my Switch though.
Of course you do.
Yeah, from now on, I just want every game on my Switch because that's how I prefer playing it. Just right there, in my hands.
I understand. What is here's a question.
Okay.
Not really. But
I will have loved to have answered this question once I've heard what it is.
wow, that's pretty confusing. It's more of a discussion that I want you to mostly take part in and for me to listen to. That's mostly a question.
What is it?
So recently over the weekend, you turned to me post conversation with Jimmy that you had.
I'm scared.
Jimmy
I'm
and
scared
JC.
now. I don't know where this is going.
It's fine. You
You're like, oh, this is involving real people.
Yes. You look to me and go, "Hey Jacob, if anybody ever tries to tell you that the Xbox One is better than the PS4, don't listen to them." And I would like you to back that up, mostly because, like, not that I'm trying to defend Xbox One, but I think that's kind of a blanket statement.
That's a that's a controversial statement.
It is, and that's mostly why I'm saying it. Also, nice Death Grips hoodie.
Thank you.
I've seen it a million times.
Year of the Snitch.
Yeah.
Hashtag Year of the Snitch hype.
Yeah. Anyway,
you want me to back this up?
Yeah, I want you to just explain it to me, because I'm not. Let's be clear. I'm not debating you on it because I don't know anything about either one of them.
So
I don't game. I'm just asking for your discussion and for you to discuss it with me.
All right. So the Xbox One is good now.
Okay.
It's worth having now than it was like 3 or 4 years ago. So, all right, let's talk about things that Xbox does better than PlayStation. First of all, they have the most powerful console out right now. It's called the Xbox One X. It's like a 4K Xbox, basically, with
cool.
like HDR, super high frame rate. It's more powerful than the PS4 Pro, which is the same thing. It's supposed to be PlayStation's 4K console.
Yeah.
And the Xbox One X, which was originally called Project Scorpio, which I think is a way cooler name than Xbox One X.
Well, how are they going to call it Project Scorpio?
Well, no, like Xbox Scorpio or something.
Oh, that would be pretty cool.
Like, I thought that was kind of more interesting. So the One X blows the PS4 Pro out of the water.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, like, I don't know, Raphael's like gaming PC, his laptop is probably like on par, if not a little bit more powerful
than the One X.
Yeah, possibly. I don't know the specs. So they got PlayStation on that. And also, the Xbox One slowly has become backwards compatible with the Xbox and the 360 library, which is great. That's convenient. That's really cool. That's better than having to like re-release games digitally or like, ports and stuff. The PS4 doesn't have that.
Yeah.
Which is shitty because PlayStation was known for backwards compatibility. When the PlayStation 2 came out, when the PS2 came out, you could transfer your library of PlayStation 1 games if you wanted to hang on to them and play it over. But unfortunately, PlayStation doesn't do that anymore.
Huh.
And then my third point is that if you're just an online gamer, like a casual gamer, Xbox is kind of more appealing. And they kind of pioneered like console online playing. They weren't the first to do it, so I guess I'm wrong. They didn't pioneer it, but they made it like accessible and like good. Because the Sega Dreamcast from like 1999, you could play online games, but back then that was probably like, I don't know, some like Matrix shit to people. Yeah. They're just like, what are you, Neo? Like you're playing games with other people on your console? So those are the three things that Xbox has going for it. They have a very powerful console. They have backwards compatibility with tons of games from their previous libraries. And they're known for doing online gameplay right, other than PSN. I don't know if you remember this, but like PlayStation Network, like maybe a little less than 10 years ago, got like hacked. Like Sony in
I
general, they get hacked.
I do remember that a little bit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Xbox has been hacked too, but I think for the PlayStation, it was kind of a bigger deal because they were like giving out people like free games afterwards. So, for like download codes.
Yeah, that's crazy. I remember one thing I remember about Xbox and online play was that it seemed like it was much more like user friendly and like intuitive as far as like, the Xbox dashboard looks way better, or
Yeah.
at least did. Looks way better than like the PSN dashboard or whatever it
Yes.
was. Like I don't know what that even was, but like it was much more user friendly. You could kind of navigate a little bit easier. You could figure out what was going on.
Yeah, it was more kind of accessible, and it seemed like Microsoft just had a good hand on that. They knew what they were doing for online. PlayStation, not really. Don't get me wrong, if we're talking about 360 versus PS3, I'd say the 360 took a hot dump on the PS3.
Really?
I mean, I like the PS3 a lot,
Mm-hmm.
but as far as like looking back on it, I think a lot of gamers would lean towards the 360 more than the PS3.
Okay.
All right, so why do I think the PS4 is better? Let's talk about when they first came out. The PS4 was much more affordable than the Xbox One. The Xbox One was more expensive.
How much was it? Do you remember?
I want to say the Xbox One was like 500 and the PS4 was 400,
Okay.
which is ridiculous too
That is.
for consoles.
Yeah. Remember the easy days when it was like $200 for an Xbox 360?
Yeah,
If that.
that's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, consoles are always kind of expensive when they come out. Like the PS3 was $600.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that is insane. And because of that, they never like turned a profit on the PS3.
Really, they never did?
I don't think so.
Wow.
They basically had to like gimp the PS3, like take out features like PlayStation 2 backwards compatibility. It had like weird like micro SD card slots on it that you could push in for like storage and uploading. They eventually took those out.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But for PlayStation 4, they just have way more exclusive games that I find appealing, and to me, Xbox doesn't really have anything exclusive except for like Halo, Cuphead. So as far as I see it, like PS4 just has way more games that you can only play on that console. And not only that, but games that are like, badass games that appeal to like hardcore gamers, not the online gamers. Like you have like Bloodborne, Uncharted, The Last of Us, Persona 5, Neo. So like more just like hardcore games are coming out on it. I want to say it has a better Blu-ray player. That might be up for debate. I know the Xbox One can play the 4K Blu-rays. So for me, it's all about games, and there's just way more games that are exclusive to that console. And Xbox, I don't think that's their focus is games. It's more like a service almost. Like you use Xbox because everything that I could play on Xbox, I can play on PS4.
Yeah.
Except for like a handful of exclusives. So, yeah.
That's neat. Well, recently Jimmy bought an Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. He bought a PS4.
Yeah.
And Cole has an Xbox One. So, there's a little bit of a house divided there. But
I like the controller for the PS4 a little bit more.
Mhm.
The analog joysticks are like horizontal from each other, where on the Xbox it's kind of like shifted a little bit, and after playing PS4 for a long time then holding the Xbox One controller, it feels a little bulky. So I kind of like the controller a little bit more.
Yeah, I think the PlayStation controller as a whole is just better, but I will say there is something kind of cool that Xbox is doing, or a private company is doing with the Xbox controller. They're bringing back the fat Xbox, original Xbox controller.
Oh my god, the Duke?
Yes.
I remember talking mad shit about that controller when I was like 8. I was like, fuck Xbox, look at that dumb controller. And it was a bad controller.
Yeah, and this nostalgia-filled world that we live in is bringing it back now. But this is kind of cool. The center little Xbox logo on it, it's a screen, and it does, when you turn the controller on, it does the original Xbox boot up thing.
Where it's like a ball of green goo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's kind of cool. That's the cool part. And then it has the original Xbox logo there. And somehow a private company is doing it. I don't know how they got the rights to it.
I don't know.
It's kind of confusing. That would seem like
maybe it's
thing
like
Microsoft would want to.
Might be a patent on the controller that expires.
Maybe
now, because you could always make third-party controllers. Companies have been doing that for a really long time.
Maybe,
so.
yeah. I remember Mad Catz was a big thing.
I don't know if they're around anymore.
Mad Catz was a terrible company.
Yeah, their controllers are shit.
Yeah, they sucked. And also I had Triton AX 720s, I believe, or something like that. Maybe those are Astros that I had, but I had like some really nice gaming headphones.
Oh yeah, I had Turtle Beaches for my PS4. But,
I had Turtle Beaches too, and I liked them, but I knew that they were stereo sound instead of surround sound, like so I couldn't directionally hear where people were, and I wanted that. And so as soon as I got the Tritons, it was like different. Like you could hear where people were. It was freaky.
Yeah, I think my Turtle Beaches may have had surround. I think they had the surround sound in them, but they broke. The fucking jack ripped off.
That sucks.
I'm sure I could have gotten it fixed, but that was a while ago.
Yeah,
I liked them for music. I used them more for music.
Yeah, the Tritons were pretty good for that too.
Now I just have my Beats that I've had for like a long time. They've lasted a good while.
Yeah,
it was a good purchase. Those Beats
for sure. Beats by Dre.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like that everybody talks shit about Beats by Dr. Dre. Like, yes, they're too expensive for sure, but yeah, Bose is probably better.
Yeah, but Bose like cancels sound, you know.
Yeah, I just think it's like let people buy whatever they want to buy. Like, yes, they're cool because Dr. Dre, but like, who gives a fuck? Yeah, like it doesn't matter. Imagine how much money he made off of those. Is making currently.
Ooh, God. What an entrepreneur.
Yeah. What a good guy.
But yeah, the PS4, Xbox One war still being fought. It just comes down to games. I'd like an Xbox. Don't get me wrong, like I'd like one cuz sometimes I want to play some Halo.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun. A rich man has both, and there's a reason for it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing. It's like you can play whatever like you want. Like, I mean, I get if it is a money thing, but like it's not like you have to sign a contract.
Yeah.
That like, okay, I can only play PlayStation. Okay, I can only play Nintendo. Like, you know, it's like if something intrigues you enough, like, you know, go out and, you know, support it.
Exactly. I mean, and at the end of the day, the Switch is like $300.
Yeah.
Like it's really not that bad in comparison.
No. Well, I'm pretty sure Xbox and PS4 have gotten cheaper. You can probably get one for like $250 now.
Where did the Nintendo Switch start out?
Like price wise?
Yeah.
It's still $300.
Okay.
Yeah, it hasn't.
It's always been $300.
Yeah, it hasn't gone down. It's only been out for like a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think it'll ever go down?
Probably to like $250.
Yeah.
At some point, or $200, maybe like some bundles. That'll probably be the cheapest.
Yeah. I just think like for me and my needs, I know that like if I started playing online games, I would probably just get like too immersed in it, and I don't need that like for my studies.
You just get addicted to Fortnite.
Yeah, and like I don't want that, so I'm not gonna play it. But like,
holy shit.
What?
Did Fortnite fucking explode?
Yeah, and
like out of nowhere, like it was pretty popular. Now it's like the biggest game on the planet.
Yeah,
pretty much.
It is. Everybody's talking about it. It reminds me of like, what if Modern Warfare 2 had come like now? You know what I mean? Like, and everybody on Twitter was playing it. This is exactly what would happen. It's the new Modern Warfare 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah, pretty much.
In terms of online play and like people freaking out, you know, clans coming out.
It's more popular than PUBG, which I didn't think was going to happen. But it kind of makes sense because Fortnite is more like visually appealing to people. It's like, oh, I'm playing as like these little characters. PUBG, it's all like modded and like graphically not very appealing at all.
I would say that's more of a surprise because like I feel like PUBG appeals to maybe like the Call of Duty players a little bit more.
Yeah.
And this is certainly the Call of Duty crowd. I used to get like shit for playing Halo from my friends who play Call of Duty.
Really?
Yeah, and like Jimmy included, he would always give me shit for it. And it's like I like cartoony things and like I like stupid things. Like sorry, I don't need and like the idea was it's Call of Duty's more realistic.
Oh my
like
God.
the graphics are better. And the graphics in Call of Duty really are not better than Halo. It's just different.
Call of Duty has never been like lauded for having great graphics.
No,
like
I mean,
good.
Battlefield's always been kind of the far superior big brother to Call of Duty, but it would never outsell it.
That's funny. They used to give you shit for playing Halo.
Yeah, and I
Because
always
to me that's like ridiculous. It's just like what? Like I don't remember anyone like doing that. Considering you could play Call of Duty on the same console, so you probably had both of the games.
Yeah, I did. I had nearly every Call of Duty until like Black Ops 2 came out, and then I kind of just stopped playing. And I had almost all the Halo games. Definitely had. I think I stopped buying Halo games when like 4 came out.
Yeah, that's when I stopped.
Because I stopped playing. So, but I had 1 through Reach. So, that was a thing. I actually quite like Halo Reach.
Yeah, I did too.
The online play and the campaign.
I liked the online play. I liked using the jetpack.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like the loadouts and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That was a neat addition to the game.
Did you ever play Titanfall?
No, I never played Titanfall, but I always wanted to because I thought it looked so fucking cool.
Really?
Yeah. You could run on walls and shit.
If you ever get around in the future, pick up some Titanfall, give it a shot. Mech suits, Jaegers.
I mean, yeah, and like it looked cool though, and then Call of Duty ripped that off too.
Oh, with
Call
Advanced Warfare?
Advanced Warfare, and then I think mostly with like Black Ops 3 because there were a lot of you could run on walls and stuff, and like that was a kind of a major component of the game.
Oh, hold on, I'm just adjusting my wiener.
You're good, sweetheart.
I was trying to do a little transition there.
Okay, to Titanfall?
The mech suits.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah,
okay,
people getting inside of mechs.
Yeah.
Mecha.
Yeah.
So,
Japanimation.
Yeah. Gundam Suit Mobile.
Yes.
I actually have a Gundam Suit Mobile movie box set on DVD.
Do you really?
Yeah, I got it from Games for Less, like, sometime late last year, because I sold off some games, I think, and I had some credit. And I was like, you know what? I don't really want any games. So I'm looking through their movies and I'm like, I'm going to get something that I would never normally like buy with my own money. And I was looking through and I saw the Mobile Suit Gundam box set and I was like, this is really cool looking. So I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
So I have their 3 movies and like a cool shiny box set. And
that's really cool.
Yeah, it is.
We should watch those.
Yeah, I know. Like I need to get around to watching them. But so this weekend Ready Player One did not come out.
No, we were prepared to go see that.
Yes.
And then we don't care about it. So
yeah,
we're not looking.
We decided not to see Ready Player One, which is out. It's been #1 at the box office, has a 98 on the tomato meter.
Oh, you're being sarcastic.
Yes, it didn't. I could have swore it was coming out last week, but instead it was Pacific Rim Uprising.
Yay.
Which me and Hunter decided to go see.
Yeah.
And you did not see it, but honestly, that's okay. Because you didn't... You are missing absolutely nothing.
I wanted to see it, but like... And your opinion isn't swaying me on whether or not I want to see it. I still want to see it. But like, I just don't know if I'm going to like get around to seeing it.
I'm gonna say like, save your money.
Really? I mean, I'm not surprised because like 98% of the time you go to the movies, you end up hating it. So, I mean, and I disagree with you on many movies. So like, I will end up seeing it for myself to judge. But I haven't seen it.
I don't know, man. So we've probably talked about the first Pacific Rim. And I know you enjoy it. I never really got it that much. I never thought it was that appealing. I've tried watching it a few times, and I don't know, something about the direction of that first movie
Oh
felt
yeah,
really flat and stale to me.
yeah. You're really not a fan of whoever directed that first Pacific Rim. They'll never win an Oscar.
I don't remember the movie that much. The only thing I remember, you know, like the nighttime shots, that stuff looked like pretty cool when they're like fighting kaijus in the streets, and it's like all dark and wet
Yeah, and
and
he has
like neon-y.
yeah, he
So
has like a
dragging
ship.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool scene.
And then like the thing with Charlie Day and his like brain like getting all warped from like syncing up with a kaiju brain, which carries over into the next movie pretty heavily. So I was like, wow, like I remember that. The first Pacific Rim, it really wasn't that big of a hit either. Like it made, can you look up how much it made like worldwide? I think worldwide it did like 400 million, and I want to say like a fourth of that was like domestic. So it was slightly more popular overseas, but it wasn't like this gangbusters like franchise thing.
Yeah, it did 411 million domestic. That's really not great.
You mean worldwide? Domestic, that would be really good.
Oh, sorry. I see USD and I think US domestic. It's US dollars is what that stands for. I'm
Okay.
an asshole. That's what it is. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, what she said.
So it wasn't like a huge hit, but we got a new one,
Somehow.
and I went to go see it. I wasn't expecting much, and you know what? I would recommend this for like people between the ages like 8 and 13.
Yeah.
If I would have saw this when I was between those ages, I'm sure I would have loved it.
Oh, yeah.
And like there's nothing that like terrible in it. It's just a really lame sequel.
Does it suffer from the typical sequelitis, like too much action? It tries to go too big.
I don't think that I wouldn't say it tries to like outdo itself with action. It's more like tropes, I feel like. There's a lot of tropes in it. So this new one, of course, has like John Boyega in it, right?
Yeah, because he's hot shit now.
He's the new Idris Elba. Well,
Pretty much.
He's the son of that character.
Yeah.
Who I guess died in the first one?
He did die.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I couldn't remember if he had died or if he just didn't return for a sequel.
He did die in that movie.
Okay.
So, that was gonna happen in this movie. It was gonna suffer from Independence Day resurgence.
Yes, that's basically what this is. So this movie is basically like Independence Day, Transformers, a little bit of Starship Troopers. Just a little bit. Just because of like cadets in training, that kind of made me think of that movie.
Yeah.
And Power Rangers. It's basically all of that with the Pacific Rim Jaegers.
Okay.
So you have John Boyega, and they really want you to know that he is the son of this Idris Elba character.
Oh, is there like a moment where he looks at a picture of his dad and talks to it?
Yeah, I don't think specifically, but they bring up his father a lot.
Oh.
Your dad, your father, your dad, your father, your dad, your father. And like, it's like, God damn it. Like, did he really need to be like connected to the first movie that much?
No.
And like, it just got annoying hearing that. And John Boyega, he seems like he's having fun. He's like, oh, this isn't Star Wars, so I can just, relax. I can chill.
Yeah. I mean, at least he's having fun,
Yeah, like none of the actors were bad except for this little girl. Kaylee Spaney, I think is her name.
I don't know what I've seen her in.
She wasn't good. Her face was very flat. And I feel bad saying this because she's like 16, 15 or something, but she wasn't good.
Oh, that sucks.
She built her own Jaeger.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, at the beginning of the movie,
weird.
it's like a half-size Jaeger, and she's like, I built it from scrap. Its name's Scrapper. So this little girl built a goddamn Jaeger by herself.
How easy is this to do in this world?
Pretty easy, I guess. You just like, she's like a little Ray, basically, because she scraps materials
Yeah.
to survive, and she's orphaned.
Oh.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. They're trying to rip off Star Wars.
Yeah, a little bit with this character. She even kind of looks like a young Rey.
Oh.
Now that I think of it, just a little bit. Not like uncanny identical, but like in hindsight, like, okay, like kind of the same character, like rebel girl who doesn't take any shit.
Yeah. There's also a scene where she holds out her hand and the keys to Idris Elba's Jaeger just come into her hand, and John Boyega's like, That's my Jaeger. That Jaeger belongs to me.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, there's
happened.
a scene. Really.
Some sorta.
She
kinda?
uses.
Oh, I see what you're doing. You're like she's
Yeah, I'm
using
being
the
a
force.
dickhead.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I was thinking. I was like, did that happen? Where he's like, "That's my Jaeger," but she gets recruited because she built her own Jaeger, and then she gets trained to use actual Jaegers.
Oh, and does she use an actual Jaeger?
Yes.
So Scrapper doesn't end up in the final fight.
No, Scrapper does. Scrapper's a big part.
Really?
Yeah, he helps out a lot.
Fucking kill me. Oh my god.
You talking to me?
Oh. I mean, as far as like robots beating up big monsters, it does that pretty good. I guess. It does that well.
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
It was basically a kid's movie.
I mean, I like kids.
Yeah,
Kids are cool.
take your son to see it, Jacob. Stop being such a deadbeat dad and
Yeah.
take your boy.
Yeah, I will.
What's his name? Like HW?
Oh, yes. God
Yeah,
damn it. I need to sample that.
This is my son, HW. That's gonna be you and your dad. You're gonna be like a weird Daniel Plainview, and your kid's gonna be at your side who doesn't say anything. You're gonna be like, I'm Jacob Snyder, and
I'm an oil man.
this is JS.
You know, let's talk about Bill Hader was great in that skit.
I didn't realize you could do a Daniel Plainview impression, but it's pretty doable.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know, like, what type of like accent is that? Like early American, like Old English or something? Like, I
guess.
don't know.
I don't know.
'Cause no one talks like that.
My name is Daniel Plainview.
And this is my son, HW. He did a good job in that sketch.
Now I drink your milkshake.
That was such a weird sketch. They got
That
like
was weird.
it's like No Country for Old Men, isn't it too? It's like, hey, let's like make a skit about the two like front runners for Best Picture in 2007.
Yeah, and like we could tell the audience was not into it. They did
Yeah.
not understand what was happening.
They were like, we're not cinephiles. We like Minions. Pacific Rim though.
No,
Get that applause button ready. It finally beat the reigning box office of Black Panther. So good job, Pacific Rim. You did that. You did that. You didn't beat it by much, but
Yeah.
you got number one at the box office for a week.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
You beat the Coug. You beat the Coug. Good guy.
Not by much though. This movie only did 28 million this weekend. Budget of 150 million.
I would not have guessed that this movie would make that much money. I thought it was going to flop.
That is a flop. 28 million.
I mean, fair enough.
It's not great. I bet they were hoping they'd do like 50 million.
Yeah.
100 million. No, that'd be fucking insane if it did $100 million. I didn't like this movie, but I think, all right, so I give this movie a 5 out of 10, and I know that's being pretty harsh, but there's just nothing in it to like, you know, give it like a positive review. Like it's just really cliche, and I don't know, some people are saying, hey, it's just big, goofy fun. And it's like, I'm not 13 anymore. So it's like, I don't really get that much like enjoyment out of these types of movies, unfortunately.
I think you're losing your love of cinema.
No, I don't think I am. It's just a dumb movie. It was just
You know
dumb.
what? I kind of just want to get some popcorn, get a soda, just go watch some Pacific Rim. Have a good time. Just watch some robots fight.
I wanted it to end as soon as it begun, basically. I was just counting it down.
I might go see this with Alex tomorrow.
Really? You should.
Yeah.
Then we can do a follow-up. and the review
Yeah.
can come full circle.
Yeah, so I can give my opinion on it. I don't know. My opinion without seeing the movie, it looks stupid, but it wasn't really targeted for my audience.
No, it's for kids.
Yeah, and
That's why I recommend it for like little kids at least. Even though there is like some crass humor, but unless like if you don't have like super strict parents and they're like, "Oh, we just want to protect our child forever." You know, I mean, we were both allowed to see PG-13
you
movies.
both know, Tim and Lisa are like that though. They just want to protect me. That's all it is.
And so yeah, kids, it's worth a watch. There's a post-credit scene in the end for the sequel.
You said that was maybe the coolest part of the movie?
No.
No.
I said there is one good scene in this movie with Charlie Day.
And he just shows off his acting chops.
It's more just like the way the scene, like it has like a payoff. It's like a 2-minute scene.
Oh.
And it was a good scene. I liked that scene.
Hmm.
But it was just a scene. Rinko Kikuchi is back. I'll always know her from her Oscar-nominated role in Babel. Am I right, fellas?
Oh, yeah. How is she in this movie?
She's good. She dies. Oops.
Really?
Spoiler.
Does she?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
She lived in the first one.
Yeah, she dies in this one. I was like, Rinko.
Damn.
I always like seeing her in movies because she doesn't get that many roles. Because she was in this Alejandro Gonzalez Iñárritu film called Babel, and she was amazing in it. And then
she was in this Guillermo del Toro film called Pacific Rim.
She was also in this Rian Johnson film, The Brothers Bloom.
Oh.
Which no one remembers.
That got him the Star Wars role. Or the Star Wars job.
The Brothers Bloom over Looper.
Yes. Looper fucking sucked.
Really? You didn't like Looper?
No, I'm kidding. It was fine.
I thought it was okay. We're going to talk about Looper for a little bit. Bottom line, Pacific Rim, Uprising. Take your kid.
Take your kids.
Yeah, take your kid to see it.
Yeah.
Your, like 13-year-old kid, boy or girl. They'll like it, but all right, I'm going to say something that's going to piss you off.
All right.
If you're like going into this movie and you come out like really loving it, you're a fucking man-child.
Fuck you. You're a man-child.
You're a fucking man-child.
You're a man-child.
You're a neckbeard.
You're a neckbeard.
You're a man who likes to play with his toys. Not really. But just like, I don't know. I can't see anyone just be like, oh my god, that was so beyond epic. It's better than the Transformers movies.
Why can't you just let people have fun? People want to have fun. I mean, like, sometimes people don't go to the movies to be moved. They don't go to the movies to watch There Will Be Blood. They don't go to the movies to watch fucking Moonlight. And like, I understand.
I enjoy action movies. This movie it was just fluff.
It was just not for you.
No, that's why I said like it's a kids movie. It was for kids. I liked the Power Rangers movie more than this movie.
Well, I actually liked the Power Rangers movie. I actually
had
fun in it.
Yeah, so there you go. I liked that movie more than this Pacific Rim. I don't really know why, but I'd rather watch the Power Rangers reboot over this Pacific Rim movie. Even though the acting was better in Pacific Rim. You have one guy, he was in the first movie, something Byrne, plays like a doctor. He's really creepy looking. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was I liked him in this movie.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him like in other things. He'd make a good like Bond villain.
I believe he was in The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, he was. I looked at his filmography. I don't remember who, but yeah, he was in The Dark Knight Rises.
He plays Ben Mendelsohn's
who?
Ben Mendelsohn. He was Krennic in Rogue One. He was in Dark Knight Rises too, and he plays his henchman. Krennic, yeah.
I guess I have to rewatch Dark Knight Rises. Oh, there's a lot of fucking actors in it, apparently.
Yeah.
What else was I gonna say? Damn it, I don't remember. Damn it.
Oh, so the acting was better in Pacific Rim than in the Power Rangers reboot?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I thought the acting in the Power Rangers reboot was fine. It was actually probably
it was decent.
They
but
actually
I'm
did
just
a good job.
I'm just comparing the two because they're really similar. Like there's a lot of like teenagers in mech suits of like different ethnicities. You have like Asian kid, Indian kid, Russian girl. So they have attitude and stuff and like beef with each other, and they're all in like the mech suit. So yeah, like comparing the two for Power Rangers, like the cast wasn't as good as Pacific Rim, but I don't know. I just thought it was. I don't know. I got more entertainment because I guess personally I'm more invested with the origin of the Power Rangers than when I have like zero interest or investment in Pacific Rim.
Yeah.
So if it like flip flopped, you know, I guess that's the main thing. I was never invested in Pacific Rim, so me seeing this movie was kind of pointless because it wasn't for me at all.
No.
But seeing it for just watching it, it's a kids movie. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
It'll win the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Award for favorite action movie.
Is Del Toro credited?
I think as like a executive producer. I don't remember. Yeah, I think he might have gotten a credit. I'm sure he loved it. I'm sure he loved the monsters and stuff.
I mean, he is a neckbeard.
Oh yeah, he's a big old nerd.
Definitely. So, are you hyped for Pacific Rim 3?
If it gets made, I'll be surprised. I don't think it's gonna get made though.
I don't think it will either.
No. I'm trying to think of the trailers we saw for it. Oh, well, I did think of a cooler movie while watching this.
Oh, what?
Because this is post of the first movie,
Mm-hmm.
so it's like it'd be cool to see like a Denis Villeneuve directed like mech movie about like post kaiju things, and it's like, you know, basically like Evangelion, like just like living in this world where like your job is like cleaning up like the disaster of like a massive like decomposing corpse of like a monster, or like taking apart like fucking mechs and stuff. Like that seemed cool because there will be a time like there will be a shot and you just see like the skeleton of a kaiju.
Yeah.
So this movie had a little bit of world building, you could say.
Okay.
And I thought that was a cool concept, if like about just like what if like society was just trying to get back to normal after having giant monsters from an alien dimension come and destroying it. You know, like that could be a cool like heavy sci-fi story. It didn't have anything to do with like, you know, action or anything.
Yeah.
That was just like the setting backdrop.
That would be kind of cool.
Yeah, that could be like a cool like sci-fi like character driven like, I don't know, maybe something like Moon, where it's like heavy sci-fi but it's not like a spectacle.
Yeah.
Or Blade Runner, where it is a spectacle but it's not heavy on action.
The concept itself sounds a little like Damage Control, which is a Marvel thing.
Is that the people who clean up?
Yeah.
That one lady in Homecoming. What's her name? She's like a character.
Glenn Close.
No. Not Nova.
I don't remember.
But anyways, Pacific Rim Uprising, 5 out of 10. That's a little harsh. Probably could be a 6.
Without seeing it, I give it a 7 out of 10.
I don't think you will.
I give it a 6 out of 10.
Maybe. I think you'd give it like a 9.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think you personally will love this. Yeah, so you have your hands in your pants. Are you touching your dick?
Yes.
That's okay. I won't judge. I twiddle with my stomach hair while doing the podcast.
Yes, I was.
That's all right, dude. You're relaxing.
Colin, I was masturbating.
Oh, Jesus. That's what you're doing?
Yeah.
Apparently in middle school, my buddy, he said his friend during FCAT was jacking off when he was done.
Really?
Yeah, apparently he had his hand in his pocket and he was just jerking off. And like a few other people knew it. They were like, dude, he's jerking off.
Interesting.
And he had like a tissue or something. When he was done, he like went up to like the trash can and like threw the tissue away.
That's ballsy as fuck.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
That's incredibly ballsy. Who are you friends with? That's some devious shit.
Yeah, I know, it's pretty gross.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, you want to hear something cool?
Yeah.
Fucking Ronan and the Pursuer are going to be in Captain Marvel.
Oh, Ronan the Accuser?
No, Ronan the Accuser and the Pursuer, played by Jaimon Hansu.
Oh.
Yeah, they're going to have a appearance or small role in Captain Marvel.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah, it is. I was not expecting to ever see them again.
No, I'm glad that it makes sense.
Did the Pursuer, did he die at the beginning of Guardians, or was he kind of left unscathed? I don't remember.
Not at the beginning. He, I think him and Star-Lord fought. Maybe Star-Lord killed him.
Maybe.
I don't know. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of cool that they're going to be in that.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to see these villains. Maybe he'll be the fucking villain in it. That'd be cool.
Yeah, it would.
I think it's going to be Ben Mendelsohn, actually.
Krennic?
Yeah.
Really? Again?
Yeah.
As Krennic?
Yes, as Krennic. This is the bridge.
Remember my theory for Tony Stark gets like sent to another alien planet? He comes across Captain Marvel.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, it'd be a cool introduction.
It would.
Is she human? Is she immortal?
She's human, yeah.
Yeah, so that'd be a good interaction. It's probably not going to happen, but might as well introduce the character in AV4.
That would be cool. AV4?
Avengers 4. Avengers?
Avengers.
Yeah, that's what we call it, right?
Yeah. You're aware that those are that's one word.
Really?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yes, shit.
Oh, no fucking way.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It is.
Ain't that something?
It is something. Do you want to get food after this?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. How about Waffle House?
Yeah, sure.
I'm kind of hungry for some Waffle House.
Yeah, I could go for that.
I
Not
could
like
go.
some heavy fast food or anything.
Yeah. Just sit down, have a nice meal.
Yeah.
Fuck. Wait, what?
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 Huh?
But that's neat, though. I'm glad to see these, Ronan the Accuser's one of those complaints about Guardians of the Galaxy that a lot of people have, and like how he's kind of one-off. So it's nice to see him again.
They're like, he's not Killmonger.
Lee Pace plays him.
What else has he been in? Was he in like Sons of Anarchy or
He was
something?
in Lord of the Rings.
Really?
Maybe not Lord of the Rings. Maybe The Hobbit. Yeah, I think he's in The Hobbit. Lee Pace.
I'm looking him up.
Lee Pace, Tallahassee is a thing.
I guess he's a real guy who lives here.
Yeah. Lee Pace. Lee Park is a person in Tallahassee.
Yeah, he's in Guardians, The Hobbit. Oh, he was in Pushing Daisies.
He's a good-looking guy.
Halt and Catch Fire, The Fall, The Book of Henry.
LOL.
Yeah.
What a shit film.
When you search Lee Pace on Google, it says, who is the mother of Legolas? And like other people searched.
Really?
Have you heard about this like Amazon Lord of the Rings show?
I have heard about that a little bit.
Like, what is it? Like, just a remake of the movies? What are they thinking?
I guess they're gonna do the books maybe closer or something. I'm always interested to see if they'll do this Silmarillion.
It'll be more, Stranger Things? Or Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Those are the two shows that everyone wants to be.
Pretty much. I'm gonna go ahead and guess it'll be more Game of Thrones-ish.
I'm gonna counter that. I'm gonna say it's gonna be more Stranger Things.
Yes, they're gonna have more kids in the 80s.
Yeah, it's
in this Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, it's gonna have a more Stranger Things vibe.
Okay, gotcha. So, like, mystery box.
Mm-hmm.
Stranger Things is very Abrams.
Yeah, it is. It is kind of like Super 8.
Yeah, a little bit.
No one's making that comparison.
No one even remembers Super 8,
No
but
one-
I remember Super 8.
I remember Super 8.
I quite liked Super 8.
I did too. A lot of people give that movie shit, but I thought it was... I really liked it when I saw it.
It gets a little confusing in the end when it's like,
The
water tower turns into a rocket and it leaves. What?
Yeah, the motivation behind this monster is... I don't know, because at first it's supposed to be like all sinister and evil, but it's like, oh, he's just a little alien who's trying to get back to his mommy.
Yeah, and it murdered like 45 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked I almost said Pacific Rim, but I liked Super 8 a lot. But I guess no one's giving Stranger Things comparison to that because Super 8 was clearly paying homage to Spielberg. So I guess Super 8 did it before Stranger Things.
Yeah, I remember there was boy, that is a very Spielbergian film that Abrams produced or directed.
And Spielberg
he directed that, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And Spielberg produced it too.
Oh.
Apparently the pitch is that Abrams had a monster movie idea, and then like a movie about kids making a movie, and Spielberg was like, kids making a movie, not enough suspense. And then he was like, monster movie, not enough heart. Put them together.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. You mean if you want to check me on that, but I want to say that was kind of like how they made it.
Nah, I don't really want to.
Do you
I believe you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds pretty damn believable.
Yeah. What's your favorite Abrams movie that he directed?
I don't even know that many movies that he's directed. I don't know. Star Trek 1's pretty good.
I'd say Force Awakens.
Oh.
I'd say that was like... I feel like he really fucking knocked it out of the park as far as like directing that movie. Like I can't imagine like a better job being done.
You know, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I think that might be my favorite. I think that the first Star Trek
that was good.
movie, it is good, and it's not mystery box either. There's nothing like it in that movie.
See, I think Force Awakens warrants mystery box because it's banking on 2 other movies. You know?
Yeah.
So I can see why he would do that with that movie, but not the other ones. Not the paradoxes or the lanes.
Yeah, but those really aren't directing.
No.
I mean, even in Lost, the mystery box
Yeah, the whole
shit
show
occurs, but like it's I liked it in Lost.
Yeah, I did too. It kept me watching.
Yeah,
it made me watch 6 seasons of this show.
Yeah, and I quite like it. I love Lost. We've talked about that.
Yeah, we have. I need to rewatch it.
I would rewatch it with you, like straight up. I love it. I think I've rewatched it 3 times.
Damn,
Yeah.
I've only watched it once all the way through.
Lost is brilliant, straight up. It has some brilliant writing.
It has really great characters.
Mm-hmm.
The way the characters are written, and I feel like that does justice for the inconsistent plot at times. Because if the characters weren't as strong, then we would have tuned out a while ago.
Yeah,
you know?
Agreed.
So I think that's the counterbalance to when people are like, "Oh, well, the ending sucks," or "This part's stupid." It's like, yeah, but like, it was still pretty like well written. Had very fleshed out characters.
It really did. I mean, like, and you got to see via flashbacks how each character interacted with other characters beforehand.
Yeah, that was
cool. Before they were on the island. Yeah, and it's I don't know.
I want to play the Lost video game that was on PS4 and or PS3 and Xbox.
There was a Lost video game?
Yeah, it was called Lost like Viadome or something. Let me look this shit up. I don't think it was supposed to be a great game, but Viadome or something.
Let's see.
Let's see who can Google it quicker.
Viadomus.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Lost Viadomus, loosely The Way Home in Latin. That's what that means. Marketed as Lost the video game. It's a game based on whatever the fuck. Players control Elliot Maslow, a survivor of the plane crash that Lost revolves around. Although Elliot is not featured on the series, the game contains many characters from the show, as well as many locations from Lost's mysterious island. Some of the original cast of the series provided their voices for their characters, and the Lost composer, Michael Giacchino, created the score for the game.
Wow.
That's insane. That's cool.
I don't think it was a good game. No, it did not receive pretty bad scores actually from gaming outlets.
Yikes.
Like 5s out of 10s, 4s out of 10. That's pretty bad. A lot of games, they don't get that low of scores these days.
Yeah. No,
Dude,
they don't.
I remember when it got like a 9, I was like, holy crap.
Yeah.
And now it's like every game gets a 9.
You know, that kind of reminds me. I saw a trailer for a critic's spot for A Quiet Place, and it has a 100% on Rotten Tomatoes right now or something.
It's a gimmick. I saw that too.
Yeah, and I'm just kind of like, I don't. We're seeing this more and more,
mm-hmm.
and it's like, are we making better movies now than we were making beforehand? No. So, like, what's the deal? You know, what's going on?
The score is gonna go down.
Obviously, yeah.
So let's say A Quiet Place, which I want to see.
I want to see it too, especially now that people are saying it's good.
Yeah. it never hurts to have good buzz, but on this website, like maybe they have like 3 reviews published for it, and they're all positive, and that gives it 100. But I don't like that marketing tactic, because like for audio, like for the casual movie going audience, they see that and they're like, wow, this must be like one of the best movies ever or something. And I could see myself if I was like 10, I'd believe that. I'd probably be fooled by that. I wasn't a smart kid. I wasn't a smart boy.
Yeah, I'm reading. The Tomato Meter has it currently at a 100%.
Out of how many reviews?
30. 30
That's
fresh, 0
okay.
rotten. So yeah, somewhat intriguing. See if Chris Stuckman's on here yet. He would have made a video about it.
Yeah, he would have.
The critic consensus says A Quiet Place artfully plays on elemental fears with a ruthlessly intelligent creature feature that's as original as it is scary, and establishes director John Krasinski as a rising talent. It is kind of cool that he directed this movie.
Yeah, that is. See the next Jordan Peele?
Ooh.
Where it's like, wow, this guy can make a movie?
Watch it be like
who
about
knew?
race relations, like deep down. Oh God. I mean, like, it's kind of cool. You like to see things like that.
Yeah, it's like, who would have thought he could make a movie?
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that it is a creature feature and not something like,
Like,
I don't know,
like
It Comes at
zombies?
Night,
Oh, yeah.
where it is, fear?
Yeah, it's like psychological.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's cool, but they've marketed it as a creature feature.
And
It
they're
needs
not,
to be
they're not,
one.
yeah, they're not tricking you.
Yeah,
Yeah, because they tricked people with It Comes at Night.
yeah. It was supposed to be that, but then it wasn't.
Yeah, well, it wasn't supposed to be. That's what people assumed it was
Well,
going to be.
it's what it
because
was
of
marketed
marketing.
as.
Yeah.
And I would say whatever you market the film as, it should be that, unless it ends up being better. But It Comes at Night. Didn't you say that ended up being like the backdrop was like post-apocalyptic?
Yeah.
Like vaguely.
Yeah, like some sort of like airborne disease or something. I didn't care for It Comes at Night.
Fair enough.
I thought it was kind of
Blah.
a little pretentious. Like maybe the writer director thought he was making something that was like super intense and like dark, and it did get dark. Like there's some things in the end that happen that are pretty terrible. I don't know.
So basically you're saying that It Comes at Night is pretty...
Wow.
Yeah, like I didn't think it was all that great. I'm pretty sure I've talked about it on the pod, along with Frailty.
We have, yeah. Frailty. I remember you talked about that, but I don't remember what you said about it.
It was directed by Bill Paxton.
Oh, that's right.
Much like John Krasinski directing this movie as well as starring.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. John Krasinski, let's talk about him for a moment. Man, he looks good with a beard.
He was known as like Silly Jimmy on
Jim?
Silly Jimmy on The Office.
Nope, not Jimmy.
Jim.
You're being a dick.
Yeah, he was like Jim, and like everyone's like, oh my god, Pam and Jim. And then he gets like buff as shit and puts on a beard, and everyone's like, oh my god, he's fucking hot.
Oh yeah.
And now he's directing this movie, and yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I don't really think too much of John Krasinski. I've never really seen that much of The Office. He seems like a pretty decent guy, though. Married to Emily Blunt. He was also in 13 Hours.
Yeah, which is one of Michael Bay's better films.
Yes, from what I understand.
Yeah.
It's one of his least stupid. And
I mean, and that is saying something for Michael Bay.
Yes, that is. Did you ever see Pain and Gain?
No, but I heard it was fucking ridiculous. I heard they got caught because of...
I didn't finish it because it was bad, but I remember when that came out, people were like, oh my god, Michael Bay made a good movie. And I rented it off Xbox, and I was like, no, he didn't. This is just as, like, stupid.
Pain and Gain. I remember...
Has The Rock and Mark Wahlberg, and, like, has to do something with them, like, kidnapping and torturing a guy for money.
Yeah, and I think that Garen explained the plot to me. He said that it ends up that, like, they're really not good guys, and they like murder somebody and like put her in like I don't know, some type of like acid container or whatever. It's a female, and they end up getting caught because like it dissolves her body, but it can't dissolve. Like she has breast implants, which is very Michael Bay, and it dissolves her body, and the breast implants aren't dissolved
because of the silicone or
yeah,
something.
something like that. They end up getting caught because of that. Something like that happens. I'm gonna read the Wikipedia article because it just sounds so unbelievable.
Because I remember when that came out, people were like, "Oh my god, it's like this dark comedy made by Michael Bay, and it's good." And
it sucked.
yeah, it was just as stupid, and like not stupid on like, oh, it's supposed to be like that. It's like, no, it's just his like dumb humor that's always in his movies that never really work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see.
I'm just reading this.
Hello,
this
my
sounds
darling.
fucking
Hello,
ridiculous.
my darling. Hello, my ragtime gal.
Oh,
I was trying to
God.
keep him entertained while you're like reading the synopsis. It was dumb though. But people are like, "Oh, it's supposed to be dumb," and it's like, yeah, but it's Michael Bay dumb.
Yeah. This sounds really stupid.
It's like these like bodybuilders. They kidnap a guy because he's like rich or something, and they're like, "We want some of that. We want a cut of the cheddar." I don't think they actually said that, but they might have. That's basically what they wanted.
Pretty much. Oh God, this sucks, man. This sounds terrible. All right, yeah. I mean, it's based on a true story.
Yes.
Yeah, so
In Florida too, right?
yeah, Miami. That's crazy, actually. Most of these guys ended up being sentenced to death.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, Dwayne Johnson's character, Paul Doyle, sentenced to 15 years, and he served 7.
Mark Wahlberg sentenced to life.
Mark Wahlberg was sentenced to death plus 30 days for being an asshole to a guard. I don't know.
Death plus 30 days. All right, we're going to kill you. We're going to leave your corpse in the cell for 30 days to decompose.
Yeah. Anthony Mackie plays Adrian Doorball, and that guy was sentenced to death. John Macy, I don't know who plays him. Rob Corddry, I don't know who that is. Sentenced to 15 years and died in prison. I don't know. I don't know these people. I don't know. This sounds insane.
That kid who shot up the school in Florida, did he get sentenced to life and death in prison?
I don't know if they've sentenced him yet or anything.
They should just put him in normal ass prison.
Yeah.
with other inmates. I feel like they're gonna be like, oh, he needs to go to a special little place because he's white.
Because he's white and mentally
perturbed. Yeah. But it's like, wouldn't it be funny if they just put him in like some like normal ass prison with like cellmates? Just this like 19-year-old like white kid with like some sort of mental issue with like hardened fucking criminals.
Oh my god. He would end up being
get killed.
He would get killed. He'd be raped.
Yeah.
A lot.
I don't want to go to jail.
Me neither.
I don't want to go. Let's just not do it.
Let's just not go to jail. Yeah, because someone would be like, hey,
Scratch.
Hey, you. And then I'd be like,
You talking to me?
They'd be like, yeah, cut that beard. I want you to be soft. But keep the hair long, though.
Oh, God. It's nice to pull it. Oh, kill me.
No. It reminds me of a woman.
Oh, gross. What are you going to get at Waffle House?
I don't know. Some waffles, I guess.
I'll get some waffles.
A waffle.
You want to share a waffle?
Share? No.
I'm kidding.
Not really. I don't want to share food.
You want to share a chocolate chip waffle?
Share a shake? Can we get one
burgers and shakes?
Share a shake? Share a shake?
A lot of alliteration there.
Yeah,
Colin.
I know.
I bet we could go and get Steak and Shake shakes, then go to Waffle House with them and drink them there. I bet they wouldn't say anything.
Probably not. Excuse me.
Bless you. You know, I don't know, man. Something about working just makes me feel like a blue collar man, you know?
Yeah, I get what you mean. I feel that way sometimes too.
Yeah, you're just like, man, I'm a working man.
Yeah.
I go home.
I fuck my wife.
Yep.
I play some COD with my kid for a little bit. Make sure he does his homework.
Yep. Oh God, there was I remember at Christmas with Cole and Jimmy, and he was like, "Oh my God, guys, that you won't believe this."
This is on Christmas
Yes.
Day.
No. This is before Christmas.
Oh.
He was like, "Guys, my dad put a present under the tree, and I'm telling you guys, it's Call of Duty. It's Call of Duty." And he's like, and like he analyzed the fuck out of this thing. He was like, "You see that, like the box, like 2 inches below the box, the lettering for the Call of Duty logo starts, and right there's a white. You can faintly see a white line. It's Call of Duty."
Was it like embossed or something? Was he like reading it like it's like what's it called? Like the raised bumps that blind people
Braille?
Yeah, Braille. Was he like feeling the box? The logo's embossed. It must be in a slipcase.
He wasn't, but it was like no, he was like shining a light on it and was like trying to see through it and stuff, and like he's like, "I swear to God, it's it." And it was Call of Duty World at War. Was what it ended up being. I mean, and that was the game he wanted. And yeah,
he got
like
what
the
he wanted.
bloodiest Call of Duty game yet. To this day, it's still like horrendously bloody.
You got this horrifically violent game.
Yeah, that's the spirit of Christmas.
You know, I got plenty of excuse me. Man, sorry about that. Us blue collar people are just
we're just tired.
We're tired on our days off.
Yep, can't wait to just go and get some waffles.
And then it's back to the mines.
Yep.
I'm trying to think of games that I got for Christmas. I also got a lot of movies too, because you know, the way it syncs up is that all the summer movies. Well, at least back then, it took like a good no, I guess it was still like 3 months. But the cool summer movies would come out on DVD just in time for Christmas.
Yeah.
So I remember getting some cool DVDs for Christmas.
You know what? There was a series that my family always got for Christmas.
A series?
Yes, a series like of movies that
were they like yearly? So like you got
pretty
them...
much.
It
was well, for a bit. It was for 3 years. We got maybe it skipped a year. I don't know, but it seemed like every year I would get a Pirates of the Caribbean movie. And I think that is hilarious. And they were really nice too.
Yeah, I got Dead Man's Chest for Christmas one year, and I think the next year I got At World's End.
Yeah, they all had the slipcovers.
They did look nice, like shiny, holographic.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Man, At World's End, what a forgettable movie.
Yeah, what even happens?
They have the cyclone fight, the whirlpool.
No, that's ships. Wait, oh yeah, that's World's End.
Yeah,
what happens in Dead Man's Chest?
The introduction of Davy Jones.
But what happens in it?
What happens in it?
Yeah,
that's kind of like a double-edged sword, Jacob, that you just asked. There's a big wheel that they fight on it. Johnny Depp has like the eyelids.
Yeah,
I don't remember what happens. Davy Jones, like, he's looking for his locker.
Heart?
Yeah, his heart, and Sparrow knows where it is. And dude, those movies are overly complex.
Yeah, they are.
It's the downfall of the Pirates movies.
They are so unnecessarily complex.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck were you thinking? I know that Dead Man's Chest. I actually quite like the first, maybe third of that movie.
Yeah, I remember that one being pretty entertaining as far as like action goes.
Are we talking World's End or Dead Man's Chest?
Dead Man's Chest.
Okay, my bad. They're interchangeable to me. I like the first third of World's End because it's really weird. And
God.
It's like
I know. I think I know where
somehow
you're going with
it's
this.
like there's like crabs in the afterlife, and like they just go there. They fall over like a waterfall or something, or
There's
and
like
they flip the boat over and transfer into like Davy Jones' locker and like go get Jack Sparrow. It is so bizarre that I'm like, I applaud this movie for being this strange.
Wait, are you talking about the scene where Depp's ship is in the desert and there's like 10 sparrows? Like,
yeah,
and the crabs, they get underneath the ship. And like,
yes, and they drive it.
Yeah, it acts as like water for the ship to tread.
It's just so bizarre, and like I kind of like it for that, for how just strange it is. It's like, how did you even? What is this? This doesn't appeal to the general audience. Like, this isn't.
Did Gore Verbinski direct The Lone Ranger, which was trying to be the new Pirates of the Caribbean?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he did. Pirates of the Caribbean, the fourth one.
Yeah, he directed that.
He did? All
yeah.
Right. That makes sense. I didn't see that.
The fourth one is just as forgettable.
I'd say it's more forgettable. I remember there was like mermaids in it.
Yeah.
There's like a mermaid.
There's a weird mermaid and a Christian in it.
A Christian?
Yeah, like a Christian man.
And he loves the mermaid.
Yes.
Yeah. Penelope Cruz is in it, I guess.
Somehow, yeah.
They're looking for the Fountain of Youth, which is teased at the end of at World's End.
Mm-hmm.
He's like,
how is that teased?
He's like, all right, and now to find the Fountain of Youth. And
no way. He says that?
And he opens up his map, and it's cut out, and Sparrow has it.
Oh.
And he's like, now to go find the Fountain of Youth.
No way.
Is Johnny Depp a hack now?
Probably.
I'm Captain Jack Sparrow, bitch. Give me my fucking rum! You were like, wow, he's really good at playing this character. And we're like, yeah, it's like second nature for him.
It's like he's actually a drunk asshole. Wow.
Dude, wow. I remember when Sparrow gets swallowed by the Kraken at the end of Dead Man's Chest. I remember that was a big deal.
That was a big deal.
Yeah, people were like, oh my god, they killed Sparrow?
And then nothing comes of it. They just have to go to the afterlife and get him.
I don't remember him being dead. I thought he got like farted into like I thought like his ship got farted out of the Kraken, and like his ship was like skyrocketing and he landed in the desert. That's more
exactly.
That's more plausible than this, oh, he's dead. And he's in the afterlife and he's in some weird realm.
Yeah, what ship goes down with the Kraken? Is it the Black Pearl?
I guess.
How would it be the Black Pearl? Because it's back now. They have it back in the movies.
I don't know how many ships has that guy had.
I'm gonna look up Dead Man's Chest. What ship goes down?
Oh my god! I just dropped my iPhone.
In Dead Man's Chest means chest.
Oh, thank God. The screen isn't cracked.
Well, I mean, you're known for cracking things, for cracking screens.
I'm known for cracking jokes.
Yeah. Oh, there's cannibals in Dead Man's Chest, that's right.
Oh, yeah. They, like, worship Depp as a god or something?
Yeah. You know, the idea of the Kraken being, like, a crucial part of Dead Man's Chest is pretty cool.
Yeah, that was cool to see.
Yeah, like, I don't know. It's neat. It's a neat idea. Oh. How is...
You talking to me?
President.
Fuck you. Okay, well, I guess the Black Pearl is destroyed.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. I don't know how.
It's probably best not to question it, honestly.
Yeah, how is... I'm gonna Google it, though. How...
It all... Dude, you just need to watch Dead Man Tell No Tales, and everything will make sense.
Yeah, you're right. How did the Black Pearl...
Hurry up. I want to know.
Survive the Kraken.
If that was the Pearl.
Maybe. Black Pearl is... It has a Wikipedia page.
It's a cursed ship, Snyder. used to belong to Captain Barbossa.
Yeah, I guess.
It's funny that I remember his name, Barbossa. He was like a secret good guy, I guess. I don't know. He was kind of a douche. He was ugly.
Yeah.
Don't you wish you were a pirate sailing the seven seas?
Oh, I guess it all comes down to the ship was destroyed too, but ships go to the afterlife too.
Oh,
So they go and rescue the captain and his ship.
because a captain and his ship are like
They're
yin and
one.
yang, yeah.
Yes.
Well, there you go, everyone. The ships go to the afterlife. Too, and when he was in the afterlife, was he technically in Davy Jones' locker?
Yeah, I guess that's what it means.
Because that's what that alludes to.
Mm-hmm.
It's when a ship goes down.
Yeah, Davy Jones' locker.
Yeah. Flying Dutchman needs to be in the 6th Pirates of the Caribbean movie. But it's like the one from SpongeBob.
Oh, wait, what does the Flying Dutchman look like in SpongeBob?
He's like a green ghost that's really big, and he's just like a man
No,
pirate.
it's Davy Jones.
No, that's the Flying Dutchman.
That's the Flying Dutchman?
Yeah, in SpongeBob.
The Flying Dutchman's a ship.
Yeah, he did have a ship too.
But it has to be Davy Jones.
No.
The Flying...
He was always referred to as the Flying Dutchman.
Interesting.
He was in a few episodes.
I'm Googling the Flying Dutchman, what that is.
Well, no, I'm talking about
it's a legendary ghost ship, is what it is in real life.
I'm just talking about in SpongeBob. You know, SquarePants.
Yes, I know. I know.
The yellow guy.
Yeah.
You watched SpongeBob, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Who the fuck didn't watch SpongeBob? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. Flying Dutchman is a reoccurring character, which is weird.
Do you have any particular favorite episodes of SquarePants? I
like the one where Sandy needs to go to hibernation.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Yeah, and like they're like it turns into like a horror episode basically, like where they're escaping her. I didn't like the ones where SpongeBob went to like his family and stuff and like his creepy grandmother.
Oh, that was
always
grandma's cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a weird episode where he's like, oh, like he wants to be mature, but then at the end he's like crying and he wants to like be a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he puts on sideburns.
Yeah.
That was kind of a disturbing episode because then like Patrick is like eating all the cookies and SpongeBob's like, oh, I guess I gotta go to my job now. It was kind of depressing watching as like a little kid.
Yeah, I don't know, the one there's a couple really creepy episodes.
The one where Sandy is hibernating though, and she wakes up and she's like this like hulking squirrel.
Yeah, that's kind of hilarious.
Yeah, there's also the funny moment where Patrick turns into Pinhead. And he looks really ugly.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Who you calling Pinhead?"
Pinhead.
Pinhead Larry.
Yeah.
Apparently. SpongeBob was hilarious.
It kind of was. There are a lot of adult jokes on that show, too.
The episode where SpongeBob forgets how to, like, make a Krabby Patty, because Seabass, I think that's his name, he keeps, hiding the pickles under his tongue. And Mr. Krabs, like, goes over to his house, and SpongeBob's, like, kind of forgotten how to do everything, and he has his underwear on his head, and his phallic nose is, like, poking through the underwear. And it clearly looks like a boner.
Really? Yeah. That's hilarious.
He was hiding the pickles under his tongue the whole time.
The one where, let me think. What are some of your favorites?
I don't know. I'm just like kind of thinking the ones that pop into mind. The one where Squidward keeps traveling through time because he wants to get away from SpongeBob and Patrick. Remember that? He goes
in the magic conch or the conch?
No, that's a different one. That's the one where they get stranded in the woods. But Squidward, it was called SP-129.
Really?
SP-129.
That's hilarious.
And like he goes into the past and there's like a caveman, SpongeBob and Patrick.
Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah, and everything's chrome in the future.
Mm-hmm.
And then Squidward gets on the ground and he starts like doing squats, going future. And then like SpongeBob's hat opens up and a hand like smacks him. That was a funny one.
That's weird.
Yeah, it was a weird show. The one where SpongeBob, of course, rips his pants.
That is a popular one.
Yeah, and Krusty Krab pizza delivery.
I do remember that one.
Pizza delivery. That's a classic
and
one.
And there's one where, is it like did they ride a rock in that episode?
Yeah, they rode a rock, just like the pioneers.
Man, isn't that
just like the pioneers.
That's hilarious. Oh my god, some of the shit on those shows. God damn it.
The funniest part of pizza delivery is when he delivers it and he forgets the drink and the guy just chews SpongeBob the fuck out. And it's so like realistic the way he's just like yelling at him. How am I supposed to drink this without my drink? You call yourself a delivery boy? like he's so cruel and mean to SpongeBob.
I would be interested to go back and watch some of them. Are they available anywhere?
They were on Amazon for a while.
Probably still there.
Yeah, I think you have to pay for them though.
That's stupid.
You have to pay for the sponge. Did you ever see the SpongeBob movies?
Yeah, I saw the first one, not the CGI one.
I saw both.
How were they?
I mean, the first one's pretty cool. I like that one a lot.
The first one's based off of the Odyssey.
Yeah, I guess it is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
I never thought of it that way.
Yeah,
it's just it's like a Luke Skywalker's hero's journey.
Yeah, basically.
The second one, I remember it being all right. I didn't like it when they turned into the Avengers. That was dumb.
Oh,
when they like go on to land their CGI and they turn into like superheroes.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb. How much of the movie is that?
Maybe like 20 minutes of it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not the whole movie.
Okay.
No.
Good. I don't know. I remember
I saw it with Nathan in theaters. We saw it together. We smoked a little grass.
Really?
Yeah, and we went and saw it.
Wow, this is when you were smoking grass.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, the good old days.
When was the last time you smoked grass?
About 2 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty crazy, isn't it?
That is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
It wasn't a big deal. There's no need to say that. It wasn't like I just kind of stopped.
Wow. One day you heard someone and they were like, "Hey, pothead," and you turned around and you were like,
"You talking to me? You talking to me? You talking to me? Then who the hell else are you talking? You talking to me?"
Yeah, pretty much. I was like, "How dare you?"
Yeah. I liked it in the background of that scene. There's an airplane.
Yeah, I noticed that just now listening to it. I was like, wow.
That's weird.
Scorsese's dark masterpiece.
Yeah.
Taxi Driver. We've never done a full review of Taxi Driver.
Review?
Yeah.
Are we Red Letter Media? Speaking
of.
Yeah.
I watched Freddy Got Fingered last night.
How was it?
So I remember, alright, so first of all, the movie's like notorious. It's literally known as one of the worst movies of all time.
Okay.
Swept the Razzies. I saw a little bit of it on TV. I don't remember when I watched it on TV. It could have been like when I was in high school. It could have been afterwards. And I remember it was just unbearable.
Yeah.
Because it has Tom Green. Tom Green is like the most annoying fucking guy in this movie.
Yeah.
And like, I turned it off after he comes across a dead deer in the road while driving. And he cuts it open and he like puts its skin on him and he's just like making stupid like he's like covered in its blood and he's like wearing it like a cape almost and he's just like going like just like making like dumb noises with it. And then he gets hit by a truck. And that's when I turned it off. Because it was so god awful and unbearable. It was so annoying.
That's amazing.
And then Red Letter Media, who I'm a very big fan of their channel.
Yeah, I'll love them.
Yeah, I'll call myself a fanboy. They do a discussion video on it, and they made some really interesting points. So I went ahead and watched it, and like, it's bad. It's not a good movie, but like, it's also really like fucked up and like disturbing. Like, it's a weird movie, man. Freddy Got Fingered. I'd give it a 6. There's some people who think it's like a piece of like modern neo-surrealism.
Really?
Yeah.
People
Roger-
grasp onto anything.
Well, no, Roger Ebert first stated this in his review, where he gave it like 0 stars. And his famous quote for the movie is that there may come a day where Freddy Got Fingered is seen as a milestone of neo-surrealism, but that day may never come when it's viewed as being funny. Because, dude, there's some weird stuff in this movie.
Huh.
Like, there's a scene where his friend breaks his leg while skateboarding, so Tom Green, he just decides to lick the bone.
What?
Yeah, because he skateboards throughout the movie. And I'll say this, when Tom Green, when he's not just being excruciatingly annoying, and when he's kind of just being, like, straight, he's not bad. Like, he's not, like, terrible, but it's when he's just, like, doing the most annoying shit in the world, that's when it's, like, nails on chalkboard. But yeah, his friend, because Tom Green's a skateboarder, his friend, drops it on the ramp and he breaks his leg and he's screaming for help. So Tom Green just decides to lick the bone that's sticking out. And like, it's kind of funny, I guess.
Oh my god, I see the deer scene. Jesus fucking Christ.
The only moment in the movie that I thought was really funny is when they're at a nice restaurant and there's this neighbor kid named Andy and his dad, and it's a running joke that he always gets injured in the movie.
Yeah.
In like brutal, horrific ways. And like, but when he reacts to like getting hurt, it sounds like real. So it's really like unsettling hearing this little kid like screaming while there's like blood on his face.
Oh, God.
But the funniest fucking part in the movie is when Tom Green and his dad are having a fight in this restaurant. His dad grabs a bottle and he throws it at Tom Green and he dodges it, and then it just goes into like half slow motion.
Yeah.
And the bottle just breaks against the little kid's face and he goes, "Ow!" And he starts crying. It's so like it's so funny because the bottle's clearly fake, you know, like, and it just shatters. It's like breakaway glass. Like, I don't know, Freddy Got Fingered, like, it's worth a watch, I guess.
I mean, where did you watch it?
I rented it off YouTube.
Really?
Yeah, I rented it.
Oh, wow.
Because the DVD is like $16 used, and
you don't feel like paying for that.
Oh, fuck no. It's like, I'll just rent it. Yeah, I watched some digital streaming media that wasn't Netflix, folks.
Oh, I'm proud of you.
But like, I think it's kind of interesting because the movie has had a reevaluation, and this isn't just Red Letter Media who's been saying this. I watched a few other video reviews that came out the last year, and they did the whole Roger Ebert quote.
Yeah,
and it has kind of had like a resurgence because the movie is basically a prank.
Really?
Because that's what Tom Green did. He had a prank show where he just like went up on the streets with like a microphone and like did annoying things to people. That's what he did. He pulled pranks. And the whole movie is a prank because it's like excruciating to watch. It's annoying. It's disturbing. It's stupid. It's just dumb. It's just dumb. There's a scene where he's like, he has to get a job, so he has like his suit on backwards, and he's just like looking in the mirror, and he's like, I got my suit on backwards, and like he's like making an annoying voice, and it's like, this is so bad.
God, I kind of want to watch it.
Yeah, it's worth a watch. Freddy Got Fingered. I remember not getting the title when I was younger.
Do you get it now?
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I do. Like, I didn't know what fingering was when I was younger.
Does he get fingered?
Freddy is his little brother.
Oh.
And like,
gross.
Here, this is also my favorite scene in the movie. Because the main, like, alright, the basic plot is Tom Green plays this guy named Gord, who's 28, and he wants to be a cartoonist, and like he wants to have a cartoon show, and his dad's just like, you know, it's very like stereotypical. Is like his dad's like, oh, you just got to get like a real job. Your cartoons are dumb.
Yeah.
and it's basically centered around that, a struggling cartoonist. And his like parents, like they go to therapy because they're like always fighting and stuff, and like Tom Green's like, oh, my dad molests Freddy when he was younger. You fingered him. And then the dad's played by Rip Torn's like, that's not true. I never did that. So Tom Green starts like yelling about how he's a child molester. He picks up like a bust, like a statue.
Yeah.
He throws it out the window. And then like in slow motion, he jumps out. And then the dad's just staying there as he's running up. And he's like, yeah, you better run. And then it ends. The scene ends there. And like, it's like, this is kind of like interesting in like a creative way, but it's just so like stupid and like annoying.
The deer scene seems fascinating.
It's not. I'll say that. It's pull it up. Just watch it. Just watch it right now.
All right.
We gave you the context. He finds a dead deer because he wants to get inside his characters for his cartoon show.
Grow apple trees and honey bees and snow white turtle doves. I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony.
Oh my god.
See, like it's just stupid.
There are gonna be comments on YouTube like, what
but
the fuck is this?
But Jacob, I got to tell you about the horse scene.
Okay.
All right,
Doesn't he
so
jerk a
yeah,
horse
he
off?
he masturbates a horse for no reason.
Huh.
And in one review by a YouTube channel called That Media Guy, at the end of the credits, that scene was actually regulated by like some animal organization. So he was approved to do that.
Really?
Yeah, he's driving and he drives past a farm and it's a stud horse, you know?
Yeah.
So like that's what farmers have to do. They have to like stimulate their horse, I guess, get ready for the horse to like have sex with another one, maybe collect sperm from it.
Yeah.
Which is totally standard. That's what farmers do. As gross as that is, but Tom Green's driving. He screams for no reason and he slams his brakes, and then it cuts to like a horse and you see it's like erection.
Yeah.
So he gets out of the car and he's like, "What are you doing?" And then like he runs up and he starts jacking off the horse, and I kind of had to close my eyes a little bit. I was like, all right, I don't really want to see that. It doesn't show you much, but you do get a shot of him like dangling its wiener around, and he's just like, "Look, Daddy, I'm a farmer."
Oh my
and like
god.
it's so bad, like it's so fucking dumb, but it was in a movie.
Oh my god. This movie sounds like an enigma.
Yeah, it really is. So yeah, Freddy Got Fingered. If you're not too interested in the movie, watch Review by Red Letter Meat. They do a really good discussion on it that I quite enjoyed. Mike really likes it.
Really?
Yeah, he thinks it's like hilarious.
I mean, Mike's a pretty fucked up guy.
Yeah, like it was funny in the comments. They're like, Mike's cynicism has like gone full circle to where he now thinks Freddy Got Genius is like or Freddy Got Fingered is like a work of genius.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Do you need coffee or something?
Yes. I do.
I
haven't had any today.
Damn.
Yeah, Alex and I went to the gym and we worked out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was pretty tough.
Aren't you going to like a coffee festival?
Yeah, I am.
You're gonna try brews from all around the world?
Yeah.
Where is this?
I don't know. I'll find out when I go. I'll let you know.
You don't, what do you mean you don't know where it is?
I don't know where it is. Alex told me, hey, there's a coffee festival. Do you want to go? And I was like, fuck yeah, I want to go. I love coffee.
What if it's in like Portland?
It's here.
Just yep,
it's in Tallahassee.
I guess we gotta drive to Portland, Oregon.
You sure it's not Portland, Maine?
Portland, Oregon is where Freddy Got Fingered takes place in.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that all makes sense then.
So Jacob, what did you think of that deer scene?
That was pretty fucking horrific,
Yeah,
actually.
But and like it's not funny either. Like, his stupid, like, noises that he's making. Like, it's just annoying.
Yeah.
But, like, is he trying to make us laugh?
God. I don't know how to feel about that. Other than I love it.
Surrealist work of art.
Yep,
Lynchian.
it's art.
It's Lynchian, everyone.
God. Hey, have you been watching Dragon Ball Super?
No.
Me neither.
Moving on.
Yep.
I mean, not that I like refuse to watch it. I just haven't. I'd like to.
Yeah.
Did Beerus fucking die or something?
I
I do have Dragon Ball Fighter Z, and I might play that online with Raphael tonight because he got it for PS4.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna whoop my fucking monkey ass like he always does in fighting games.
Raphael's good.
Yeah, he is.
He's a little too good.
Yeah, we should like coach him.
We should
train
kill him. What? I didn't say that.
and like
What?
and like wear his skin and pretend to be him.
Yeah. Just run around. Whoa.
Rick and Morty.
Oh God.
I hope you aren't listening, Raph.
Yeah, me too. I don't actually want to kill you if you're listening.
We don't want to wear your skin and pretend to be you.
No. I mean, I'd love to be you, but I don't want to be that bad.
It's like I want to copy you. Next thing you know, I'm gonna show up to work with like his haircut and a sleeve.
The exact
Yeah.
same sleeve.
Yeah. I go to get it done. I'm like, make it look like this. Show a picture of it.
Let's see.
I
I hear that Dan Harmon.
Huh?
They've. Is your hand in your pants?
It's touching my belly.
Oh, okay. I like it.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
I don't remember.
Okay. Well, Dan Harmon has apparently gone on the record to say that Adult Swim hasn't ordered season 4 of Rick and Morty yet.
They're like, we don't want your cancerous, cringy fan base on our channel.
Yeah.
They're just like, you can take your memes and put them on another network.
Yep. But really, I think it's just like, why wouldn't they order that?
I'm sure they're gonna.
Yeah.
They're just playing hardball. They're like, we want better episodes.
I mean, season 3 kind of sucked.
They're like, we want a better season, so quit fucking holding out on us.
First off, take the women off your writing staff. That's what they tell them.
They're like, look, women aren't funny.
I heard a YouTube commenter. I didn't hear him. I read. Yes, I read, Colin. I read that a YouTube commenter believes that the reason that the writing got more on the nose in season 3 is because they added women writers, and I think that that's a really ignorant thing to think.
I think the more appropriate thing to say is that they changed up the writing staff, not just point out that they're women.
Yeah,
because that is a fair assessment when a show changes writing staff. It's gonna change up a little bit.
Yeah, Will. I think that they added writers instead of subtracting them when they didn't need to be subtracted, and they also didn't need to be added. Adding writers adds too many cooks to the kitchen.
They're like, hey, let's ruin a good thing. Let's ruin something that's perfectly good. Okay. Well, it wasn't ruined. It was just a little disappointing.
Yeah, even like the Pickle Rick episode. It's a good episode until the doctor character rants for like 2 minutes straight about why Rick is a nihilist and all that.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's terrible. It's
like bad writing. It's
Yeah.
like, let's just deconstruct the show and why people like it.
Yeah.
And like make us look really smart. I do remember that scene. It does go on for a long time.
Yeah, and it's a terrible scene. It doesn't need to be there.
It's clearly written by a woman. I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
They're like, this is why Rick is terrible and men shouldn't look up to him. Because they are. For whatever reason.
Men looking up to Rick is a really stupid thing. That's really dumb.
I am Rick.
I am him.
I have a tattoo of him.
I yell, Pickle Rick!
I
Every time.
Can't believe that's a thing, but apparently there's like videos on YouTube people in public just being like, Pickle Rick!
That's really dumb. That is some cancerous fan base shit.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know. Like shows. Just enjoy a show.
Love it.
Yeah, but don't
be obnoxious about it.
Yeah. And like that's what the Rick and Morty fan base does. It's obnoxious about it. Also, I want to talk about something real quick before we go, because we're fixing to leave.
Yeah.
So I've seen on Twitter recently that CinemaSins, it has been cool to hate CinemaSins.
Yeah, you were
The
telling
YouTube
me. You
channel?
were telling me about that.
Yeah, and like a lot of people I follow on Twitter who are more of film people, if you will, are bashing CinemaSins like more and more.
For what specifically?
Specifically, I guess for
specifically something had to have been said or happen in an episode.
Yeah. Not really anything specific, to be quite honest.
Really? Nothing blew up?
No,
regarding
not
them?
really. No. It's just kind of like people are like, oh yeah, CinemaSins just sucks and it's just shitty and like it's not doing any favors for film. And I don't disagree with that it's not doing any favors for film, but I have liked CinemaSins. I've watched CinemaSins since I was in high school. And I never once took the video seriously.
No, I never took it seriously.
Yeah.
Either.
And like you're not a fan of the style of editing on the show,
Yeah,
which
but
is perfectly fine.
I didn't like it because I was like, oh, they're making fun of this movie that I really like. Like I got that, like it was all a joke. I just didn't really care for the format too much.
Yeah, which is a fine critique. But like I don't know, it just seems like a lot of people are
taking it too seriously.
Yeah, and like I don't understand why, because they don't ever present themselves as critics, really. Like, and if you watch the videos under sound mind, you're a fucking idiot if you think that they're critics or if they're really critiquing a movie. And like I watched a video recently that's like why CinemaSins sucks, and it's mostly not why CinemaSins sucks, it's why CinemaSins fans suck. And that's kind of why Rick and Morty reminded me of it. Because basically they say that CinemaSins fans are like, oh wow, glad I watched this video so I don't have to watch the shitty movie or whatever. And that's not the point of the channel. The channel's it's to point out, it's to joke about movies.
Yeah, things in movies that like don't make sense but works for a movie.
Yeah, and like they know what good movies are too. A lot of them enjoy stupid movies and good movies and whatever, you know?
I'm sure they've seen Freddy Got Fingered.
Yeah, I'm sure they have. I don't know. I just kind of, and people are like, well, this article refers to them as critics. And I'm like, I don't care what that article says. You know what I mean? Like, that's one fucking article. And also, it's not them. Like, for instance, someone posted an article that said, like, film criticism is at an all-time high. Like, and we talked to CinemaSins, Jeremy Scott, I think is his name. And, someone's like, oh yeah, but it's not criticism, though. It's, satire.
It's lampooning.
Yeah. And I'm like, but, you know, like, I don't know. I don't like people trying to like label this YouTube channel. It's obviously like, it might not be satire. It might not be criticism, and might not be whatever. There's real genuine criticism sprinkled into every video, some of them. But like, most of it are just jokes. And some of them I laugh at. Some of them I don't. Most of the time, it's I've seen a movie and I want to see what their comments are about a specific thing. To see if they make a comment that like I think needs to be commented on. And sometimes it is. Sometimes it isn't. And that's fine, you know? But whatever. It's all good. I wanted to talk about that because I think film Twitter is becoming very like, I don't know,
annoying.
Against them for, like annoying, pretentious, and like, if you didn't like The Last Jedi, you're stupid, stuff like that. And like, I disagree. If you didn't like The Last Jedi, you're not stupid. Even though I like The Last Jedi, I don't think you're stupid if you didn't like The Last Jedi. And I also don't think you're stupid if you didn't like The Last Jedi and you want to tell me why I'm stupid because I liked it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, or like,
here's why.
Yeah, like, you're free to express your opinion to me. I think it's fine. You can defend your opinion on a movie to me. As long as you don't get disrespectful.
Speaking of The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it comes out on Blu-ray next week.
That's pretty cool. Cole's definitely going to buy it.
Yeah.
He told me.
Yeah, I'm going to buy it too.
Yeah. Just so you can have them all.
Yeah. I even bought Rogue One. I don't have Rogue One anymore, but
You gave it away?
Yeah, I was like, fuck this.
Who'd you give it to?
I sold it.
Who'd you sell it to?
I think Games for Less.
Wow. You
Yeah.
fucking hack.
Sometimes you gotta sell through your movies a little bit, you know?
No, I feel ya.
Dude, breaking news.
What?
The Last Jedi has 2 nominations for the 2018 Kid Choice Awards. Hosted by John Cena. Alright. This is how we're gonna end it. We're gonna go through the nominees for the
Kids' Choice Awards?
Yeah, this'll be fun.
Okay.
I just
All right.
I just popped this up because I was trying to find out when The Last Jedi comes out.
Yeah.
And then, like, oh, Kids' Choice Awards. Oh, they already passed.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
So this is not breaking news.
No. I
That's
guess,
okay, too. It's okay.
Oh,
It's
okay.
fine.
This happened last Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Guess who won Favorite TV Actress?
Favorite TV
Yeah,
actress?
guess. You can get it, too. It's an obvious one.
Millie Bobby
Yep.
Brown. Yep, okay.
Yep.
All right.
Fucking Kaylee Cuoco for The Big Bang Theory.
Really?
Yeah. Some girl off of Nikki, Ricky, Dickie, and Dawn, which is also a Nickelodeon show.
Don't know what that is.
It's like a live-action Nickelodeon show.
Interesting.
Candace Cameron for Fuller House. Get out of here. All right. Favorite cartoon? You have nominations for Alvin and the Chipmunks. I guess they have a show now.
Oh.
The Loud House. I've never heard of that. The fucking Simpsons. Okay.
Really?
Well, I believe the Simpsons gets nominated like every year.
Rick and Morty?
No. Teen Titans Go. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and SpongeBob. And SpongeBob won. Riveting.
Why wouldn't it?
Riveting. Ew. Favorite song? Ew. Gross.
What is
Smelly.
it? What is it?
Shape of You by Ed Sheeran.
No.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, God, that's so cringe.
A song about fucking?
God, that sucks.
Yeah, a song about fucking. Like,
Jesus.
Humble was nominated.
Really?
Yeah. Humble was nominated. That's hilarious.
Do I sound muffled to you?
Not really.
No?
No.
I sound normal?
Yeah, pretty much.
Good deal. I just want to make sure.
Fucking Kendrick Lamar was nominated. That's pretty funny. Oh, and
Kids these days.
Yeah. Favorite video game? Oh my god. What? What? What?
What is it?
This is disgusting. Alright, so here are the nominees. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe,
Okay.
Minecraft,
God.
Just Dance 2018,
What?
Super Mario Odyssey,
Okay.
amazing game, a Lego game, Marvel Superheroes, and Star Wars Battlefront 2. So,
Battlefront 2 won.
No, Just Dance.
What?
Over Mario Odyssey and Mario Kart 8?
No fucking way.
Yeah, look.
Oh my God.
Look at that. Just Dance, it won. That's
Holy
kids don't-
crap, that's amazing.
Kids don't play
That's
that.
fucking amazing.
Kids don't play those games. I mean, I guess like
No.
really little kids. It's more of like a party game. Maybe more appealing to younger girls than boys. To be fair,
Maybe, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, maybe.
But really, like, what the fuck? Yeah, the kid from Henry Danger won Favorite TV Actor, which I believe is another live-action Nickelodeon show. Fucking Andrew Lincoln for The Walking Dead was nominated.
That's weird.
Yeah, this is weird. I mean, like, granted, kids probably are watching The Walking Dead, but the fact that Nickelodeon would recognize that's what's strange. You know?
It's kind of weird.
Like, I don't, like, hey, like, if I was a kid, I'd probably watch The Walking Dead and think it was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
But the fact that Nickelodeon's recognizing it, Grant Gustin for The Flash was nominated for a Kids' Choice Award.
It's nominated pretty much every year, yeah.
Jim Parsons for The Big Bang Theory. Okay, favorite female singer. Oh, God, this is such a bland category because it's basically just all the ones that you could think.
Mhm.
It's all of them except for Lorde. I think Lorde's a little too edgy for a Kids' Choice Award.
Oh, yeah, Lana Del Rey.
No, she's not on there. It's Selena Gomez, Beyonce, Pink, Katy Perry, Taylor Swift, and Demi Lovato won.
Interesting.
Favorite global music star? What's BTS?
Oh.
I don't know what that is, but that won. what type of award for a kid's series? Favorite global star? Like it's like, oh, here's Lord. Lord was nominated for that.
That's bizarre.
Yeah, and like, I guess like Black Coffee, whatever that is. Favorite movie actress. Here we go. Some movies.
All right.
Did you ever used to watch the Kids' Choice Awards?
Not really. I know they give out blimps.
Yeah, I did when I was really little, like in elementary school.
I'm gonna guess
I would watch it if it came on.
favorite movie actress.
Is
this guessable?
Yes, it's a movie you've seen. Wow, she actually won for 2 movies, and all the other nominees got one nomination, like for one role, but she got 2.
That's weird.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is.
it's Zendaya for
Oh,
Spider-Man.
Really?
Yeah, that's weird. Like,
What?
She wasn't really in the movie that much.
No.
Like, she was like a kind of just like a supporting role who popped up, but she got it for that and The Greatest Showman, which is bizarre. I mean, of course, you have Zoe Saldana for Guardians, Gal Gadot, Anna Kendrick for Pitch Perfect 3, Emma Watson, Beauty and the Beast, and Daisy Ridley. All right.
Oh, I would have guessed Daisy Ridley, to be quite honest.
All right, you should be able to guess favorite movie actor.
Chadwick Boseman?
Uh,
Is that it?
no. Do you want me to give you the nominees and see if you can guess? It's kind of hard, but kind of easy. It's like any one of them. All right,
Yeah,
so
sure. Yeah, give it to me.
You have Chris Pratt for Guardians.
Okay.
Ben Affleck for Justice League. Dwayne Johnson for Jumanji.
It's Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And then you have Chris Hemsworth, Will Ferrell, and Kevin Hart.
Oh, God, Kevin Hart.
All right, here we go. The big one. Favorite movie. I like how it's favorite. It's all favorite, not like best.
Yeah.
Just
That's
favorite.
At least it knows what it is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess favorite movie was Star Wars.
I'll give you the nominees.
Okay, so it wasn't.
Beauty and Beauty and the Beast.
It won't be that because they won't give it to something Disney.
Yeah, you're right. The Greatest Showman.
Won't be that either.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
Jumanji. Pitch Perfect 3. Spider-Man, Star Wars, Wonder Woman.
Was it Wonder Woman?
No, it was Jumanji.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn. Jumanji must be a decent movie. Not because of this, but, because of other things.
I'd watch it if I was, like, drunk off my ass.
You want to get drunk and watch it? Do a commentary on it?
Favorite male singer, Shawn Mendes? I don't even know who that is.
Interesting.
Kendrick Lamar. Get a nomination?
Yeah, he's a real singer.
Do you think he attended?
No.
Well, wait, I don't get it. Why would Ed Sheeran win, like, favorite song, but he wouldn't even get, like, favorite male singer?
He's not even nominated? Is he nominated?
No, yeah, he's nominated.
Okay.
Favorite TV show, Stranger Things.
Of course.
Ew, musical YouTube creator?
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's a category. Favorite musical YouTube creator?
Who is it?
Someone named Joannie Soia? She looks like some little blonde girl. See her?
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, it's bizarre. Animated movie, Coco. Favorite music group, Fifth Harmony. You have Coldplay, Imagine Dragons, Maroon 5, The Chainsmokers, 21 Pilots. Basically, like, the playlist that we hear at work.
Yeah.
Essentially. Funny YouTube creator.
I bet it's Jake Paul. Is he nominated?
No.
Is Logan nominated?
No. No. You have someone named Dan TDM, Alex Burris, Colleen Bollinger, Dude Perfect, Markiplier, and Liza Koshy, who won the Oscar for Funny YouTube Creator.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Dude, like, lots of kids watch YouTube.
It's true.
Yeah. Ew. Instagram pet?
Oh, get out of here. I want to stop doing this. I don't want to do this anymore. Oh my god.
All right, that's it. I skipped over.
I'm done. I'm done with this. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus.
For dance trend?
Just no. We're flushing it away.
Yeah.
F everything. Get it out of here. I'm so done.
The winner was Jif Palm. Grumpy Cat got snubbed. All right, that'll be it for this episode of the Snyder-Collin podcast.
God, that was the worst thing I've ever seen or heard from ever.
And
Jesus.
the award for Instagram, pet.
Kill me.
Kids love Insta.
All right, where can we find you? Do you even want to be found?
No.
Where can we find you, you stupid bastard?
You can check out my review for Pacific Rim Uprising on Calling After Hours on YouTube.com. www.
All right, cool. You can check out our YouTube channel at youtubechannel.com, which is Flying Potato. Not that. It's actually FPP Creative. Just kidding. FPP Creative Group. We upload the podcast. We upload some shows every now and again. I really need to edit that Black Panther episode. I've just been really dragging my feet on it. School's kind of been kicking my ass a little bit, so I've been slow to edit it.
Well,
But it'll be up there probably this week.
Sweet.
Because I'm fucking lazy. Anyway, you can follow me on Twitter at Jacob's Wetsuit. Follow me on Instagram at Jacob's Wetsuit. You can email the show at fppcreative@gmail.com. You can email me if you want at jacobswetsuit@gmail.com. Is that it?
Yeah, hopefully we'll see Ready Player One for the podcast. Unless it gets delayed, the release date gets pushed back a little bit.
Yeah, we can always just go see it on Monday.
Heard. All right, well, see ya.
See you guys. Bye. Have a good one. Take it easy.
Kids' Choice Awards rule.
Yeah, Goofer Violence.